welcome as we are back on The Darkest House by Monty Cook, having tons of fun and fear and horror. Last time, our people found some additional papers and pieces of journals within a traditional Japanese foyer, as well as a woman of knives and blades that seemed to almost eviscerate them, but retreated elsewhere in the house. During this time, they were contacted through a radio and given warning and instruction by a voice that sounded a bit like a child trying to speak its way through the static. And Kelly is currently being driven by Kelly Prime. Let's see precisely how that continues as well. But with all this, we find ourselves back in this Japanese-style drawing room. What would you all like to do?
Nalen's gonna confirm with the gargoyle. Excuse me, gargoyle, can you point us to the doll room?
Points the way that you came.
Okay, we ready to go?
As long as we don't go through that archway.
There was 2 other doors we can go through. Just remember, the hall might start making us fight against each other again. I'll lead the way out.
Okay. Lead the way out, and as you consult, I'm assuming the gargoyle once more, it points to the door to your right.
Alrighty. Go inside?
Okay, so...
I'm assuming the door to our right isn't the way back.
You are correct in that assumption. It is a new door you have not gone through.
I'm picturing in my head and I'm like...
The hallway wasn't reactivated on us walking in.
It was, but it's not. The mental damage is usually from like a scare or a fright.
Oh, got
so
it. So.
You have it already. Like, you know what you're walking into.
Got
They're saying the same things, but you're dealing with it right now. So I think
Makes sense.
there's a lot of you have been to professional therapy. So there is that. And actually, that speaks of it. I am going to award a boon to everybody now that you have Careless.
Ooh.
You have a boon on anything relating to interpersonal conflict,
That's fun.
as you found your therapist.
Not Zab being the only one to not have a session with Careless.
I know you can refuse it if you want, but as a general thing, I will allow everyone to potentially have access.
I do want to point out, Careless isn't actually a psychiatrist.
How do you know? You don't know. You don't know everything about her. Did you check her things?
Okay.
They could have been psychiatrists in the Feywild.
Credentials.
It's the Feywild, man. If they have royalty, if they have like occupations there, like, we don't know.
Maybe it was Titania's therapist.
I think you just know everything about Careless because you rescued her.
All Sparkle knows is don't eat the delicious sweet treats of that one party.
All right, so you enter this room.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
A cat!
Oh, kitty cat.
There was a cat in the other room, too.
Meow meows?
Furniture crowds the room. Stools, tables of different sizes and heights, chairs, benches, shift robes, dressers, a small couch, a mattress propped against one wall. You can navigate a path if you can push through some things potentially, but it would be slow and difficult. But the main point in this room is that it's full of cats.
Oh,
Dozens of them.
I wanna go
They
play
perch upon all the furniture, as well as sit on the floor, and they stare silently at each of you.
I want to go pet one.
I'm
on, Lights.
allergic.
Come on, Lights.
I'm allergic.
Come on, Lights.
I'm allergic.
Come on, Lights.
Oh God.
And from here, you can hear the music from the room before, the Japanese style. As you go to pet them, they move away, avoiding all contact.
Yep, they're real cats.
Maybe if we don't look at them, they'll come up and pay attention to us.
Point. Someone act like I'm not interested in the cat. I know how to do this.
Zav genuinely being uninterested in the cats. I'm gonna start checking these dressers for a knife that is eager.
Sparkle's trying to feed them a Slim Jim.
Viv is gonna help Zav because he also is uninterested in the cats.
Okay, so you're no longer messing with the cats. Again, all the cats in the room make it very unnerving, and this room is chock full of furniture. You push, and there you see a table and a pair of chairs. Underneath it, you see a black dress, hardened and brittle with age, that clings tightly around the body of a slender young girl, dried but preserved, almost mummified. Looking at her, there's a silver necklace around her neck. It seems shiny and new.
Would it look good with my dress?
It's you.
Probably.
I'm gonna go to it.
Why are we still here?
I'm gonna say before I do this, I'm just gonna ask the body, are you okay? Are you alive?
The mummified corpse does not respond.
Okay, so I'm going to touch the necklace. Not take it off, just touch it.
Put your finger up on the locket. Nothing happens.
Guys, do you think it's a good idea if I take this?
Do the cats seem to be reacting at all?
No.
Well, I definitely think it's a really bad idea.
Okay. Well, I just don't want a grave rob.
Might do
That's the incorrect word. They're not buried.
Oh.
This is just stealing from the dead.
What about if you go into a tomb like a pyramid? Those aren't technically underground.
I said
That kind of
buried,
screen rod.
not in the ground.
Fair distinction.
Is there a picture of this necklace?
No. It's just shaped like a heart.
I say take it. I mean, what's the difference between taking this left in this house versus any of the other stuff we've taken?
Yeah, and it might be something useful, so she'll unsnap it?
Okay. You go in the back of it, unsnap, and you now have this heart-shaped locket.
All right. Can I take a close look at it? Like, what color is it?
Silver.
Okay. So even the
Look-
locket.
Yeah, even the locket. And looking at it, it becomes obvious now that you're up close and holding it that it's an intricate and delicate puzzle. You see tiny sliding and revolving pieces of silver.
Hey, guys, look at this.
Biff, this feels up your alley. I mean, do you think it'll open if we solve the puzzle?
Well, it'll definitely do something. People don't usually make mechanisms like this without at least some kind of intent.
Do you think you could figure it out, Biff?
Yeah, let me try.
All right, so I hand it over.
Biff, how much time do you want to spend on this?
So I don't like, what is a normal amount of time in the scheme of like the house? Because I get like in D&D, it's usually always around like an hour to figure something out.
Yeah, I would say that this will take an hour of time to understand.
Okay, then that's fine with me, because that's what I was gonna say. I just wanted to make sure that.
Yeah. So it's up to you if you want to spend an hour here, or do you want to go on
Compared to,
and
like,
maybe
D&D.
do it later?
Maybe we should save it for the doll house or the doll
I was
room.
gonna say,
where we-
yeah, we should save it for the doll room where I can have an hour without dying
Okay.
or something popping out on me.
We're being
I don't want
creepily
to
stared at
accidentally
by all
break
these
it while I'm
cats.
looking through the smaller mechanisms.
Yeah. I'll
Also,
go ahead and
I'm
hold on
first-
to it.
Hop on my computer. Sorry.
Mhm.
So if it's okay with Biff, she will just kind of pocket it for now. Until
Matt,
we
can you lower the music a touch?
Mhm.
That's good, thank you.
We didn't read anything about a locket, did we? Or see one in a painting?
I don't think so.
Not that I recall. But Nayland, you said all the other things we take. How much stuff are you guys taking? The only thing I took was the medical supplies.
Well, I mean, I've got this gargoyle
I've got this magic book.
and a dress.
Yes. Do you like my
A
dress?
beautiful dress. I mean, I've also got 5 packets of mold. And also, I replaced both of my eyes. We've taken a lot of stuff, Zap.
Nayland got a lot of work done here, okay?
I stole a spoon.
What? Well, wait, that was from the closet, wasn't it?
It was from the tea room.
Yeah, I also think we have a broken umbrella and a jacket.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff.
I've heard the phrase "one man's trash is another man's treasure," but you guys are taking it a bit far.
It's all treasure, Zav.
Trash is treasure?
Yes.
I guess.
No, this isn't Misty.
Who's that?
My friend.
Oh,
She
That's
liked
right.
to explore trash cans to find treasures.
how
But
did
she
that work?
called them treasure buckets. And surprisingly enough, people throw out a lot of stuff.
Like what?
Oh, well, like this one time we found an entire burrito in the trash. Someone took only one bite out of it. They mustn't have liked it very much. It was very delicious. And then we also found some gold coins and copper coins
Mhm.
and a dingle hopper to brush your hair with. But it was really just a fork.
Can Nayland search the table that the lady is under?
Hmm. So you don't find anything more of note.
And that was like the locket was obvious on the lady, but there's
Mhm.
nothing else on her. Patting
Oh.
her down. Okay. Respectfully. Got it.
Gotcha. You feel something grab you.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, okay.
I need. This is a rating 6 attack.
Okay. I have. Okay. Okay. Oh, my house die is the highest. 4, 5, 6, 7. 11.
Not enough.
Not enough, no. So, with that, you see Naylin. She is grabbed into the air and flies straight up and finishes.
Not this.
Is this what it looked like when I got taken by the hand?
No. It's almost like she got pulled and her body vanished from the top down.
Ooh.
It's like it swallowed her.
Naylin?
So she's
She's
probably dead.
she's shut up, Biff. She's not dead.
She is the only one with the gargoyle that could speak to the gargoyle that could find her also.
So she's probably
God.
dead.
Hey! Doesn't mean I'm more Kelly's best friend. No, that's bad.
Well, if she's okay wherever she is, it would be the most likely to re-find us compared to us just randomly searching through the house because she has a guide of sorts. So we can
So
play
she-
this two ways.
The
Wait.
dollhouse.
But we have no
We don't know where
direction
the
anymore.
dollhouse is.
So,
Or
yeah,
the
we really
doll,
have-
we don't know where the doll room is, so we can either wait for Naylin to find us, assuming she's not dead, which we can't confirm, or we start searching for her,
So we
or
just
we
stay in
follow
this
her the way you all followed me.
room of cats that I'm allergic. I mean, that's fine. I'll just not breathe.
You don't have to do that thing.
I
so
know.
Good for you. You have the perfect solution to your allergy.
So how do you have allergies then?
Shh!
As you're saying, shh, one of the cats begins coughing.
See, now the cat has an allergy to me.
And this hairball comes out. And contained in this mucus and saliva, you see a very tiny Naylin.
Oh, what the
I go to pick her up. Neelan, are you okay? I'm shouting it at you. Hello? Sorry. Are you okay? You guys are huge. You're tiny. Shit. Yeah, shit.
This almost seems worse than dead.
What happened? My
Yeah,
internet
Naylin's
just
like the
died.
house of a mouse.
Naylin is tiny.
Naylin got coughed up by a cat.
Coughed up by a cat?
Correct.
She's super tiny.
She's about yay big.
Oh my god. Is she okay?
She's
So far.
replying to us.
Oh.
She's wet and covered in mucus.
Oh. Naylin? Are you here, is she on the ground? Like,
She's in my hand.
oh, good.
Can't one of you clean her off? That has to be uncomfortable.
Begin to clean her off.
Yeah.
She begins growing again.
Oh,
Oh,
the
And
mucus.
Whoa.
She returns to full size.
Wait a minute. So the mucus makes us super small. Maybe we could use it to enter like a tunnel or something. Or a crack, right?
Can I try to
burrow.
store some of the mucus in like a
I'm going to immediately take the mucus and I'm going to put it on Biff's face.
Wait a minute. Lies, this could unhandcuff us.
Does it make Biff small?
So I'd say it seemed like she began to grow before you took the mucus off.
Oh.
I was just narrating. Everyone's saying all this stuff happening.
Okay.
How do you feel?
I think I feel okay. Let me and I start like checking my if everything's in order. I have the gargoyle's okay. And I'm going through my wait, shit. Wait, I don't have that broken pocket watch anymore. And I'll start like looking around on the ground for it.
I don't see it anywhere.
So, should we try it to, unhandcuff us, Lice?
How?
Well, I mean, if we become super tiny, then the handcuffs won't hold us.
She got swept away by a hand, and then she appeared out of the cat's mouth.
Oh, I thought. Okay, I
You
let's
missed
just
something.
say I
You
blanked
missed
out.
Yeah, you blinked off for a second. But I mean,
That's also not how you're connected. It's in you.
What would happen if only one of them shrunk?
Their side might. We could just try it. They'll either be free or their side of the handcuff will just shrink with them. I mean, assuming your belongings, since your belongings shrunk with you, I'd assume the handcuff just would too.
Matt, is there any chain left exposed of the handcuffs, and it's just actually in their arms?
There's chain left.
Can I take the magic pliers and try to use it to break one of the links?
Yeah. We'll do
Sorry,
rating 6.
are there actually handcuffs on them, or are they just chained together at the wrist?
our handcuffs absorbed into us during in this one funky room.
Okay.
It's in their skin.
So now there's just like a chain that's linking us together.
That makes sense.
Does it?
It's a friendship chain, okay?
No matter how weird it is, honestly, at this point, I'm just like, yeah, that makes
The weirder, the better.
He's like, at least now I have the explanation.
At least now I know why there's a chain growing out of them. I mean, I thought it was a lot worse.
So, Matt, what is the rating?
It's a rating 6, so 13, right?
Do the magic pliers give me a boon or anything?
Yeah, so you have a boon for this. Absolutely.
Okay. And so this would be like an athletics? Because I'm physically trying to snap the...
strength, yeah.
Okay. So that's 15.
All right, pull it down, and boom. The two of you are now unhooked. You just have chain coming out of your arm.
There, now you can walk normally. Whether you stay next to each other is now a choice and not being forced upon you, each of you. You can truly prove your friendship.
But what do we do about the part of chain that's still in their arm?
That's beyond pliers. If we were, in some place that wasn't trying to kill us, I'm sure I could surgically remove it, but I don't advise me trying that here.
We could cut their hands off and I can make them new hands.
That seems just as extreme as surgery.
Can I?
Never said it wasn't.
I don't know how this works in the Darkest House, but in D&D, I would ask to insight check Liza's reaction to not having the handcuff anymore.
Okay. That's up to Lies what that would reveal.
I guess you'd have to roll against me in Darkest House, huh?
So you would just set the rating, essentially, for her to understand.
So I rolled a 13 for my deception.
Well,
that
so
would be
ultimately, it would technically be rating 3 or 4 if you're good at it. So it's essentially rating 3 challenge.
Okay. Are you good at okay.
No, I'm not I'm not skilled in it.
Do I roll a house die?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lies is going to attack you if you get the house die highest.
Insight is my expertise, so I gave myself a 5.
Nice.
Oh, except I rolled dookies. House die is not highest though. I rolled a 5 plus a 5 is a 10.
Well, that's meets a rating 3 challenge.
Nice. Sick. That's a 10.
So then you would see that Lies almost hexed Zab. That shadows slightly almost started forming around him to stop him.
There was a time long ago where Nayland thought that Lies was causing the yellow roses from being in love with Kelly, so mental notebook.
Isn't it nice to be free, Lies?
Yep. Now we can get out of this room. She just
Yeah.
runs, bursting out towards whatever room's next.
Lies, and I'm gonna rush after her.
Okay. You grab the door. The handle turns, and you pull, but it does. It's like stuck. Push and it's stuck. Like it's either blocked or somehow secured from the other side.
What's wrong?
It's stuck.
Does it need a key?
Probably, maybe.
Do you think one of the cats ate the key?
Oh no.
Again, it feels like it's more from the other side.
Or Zab, you could just try pushing on it really hard.
Because again, like the handle turns of the knob. There's no other thing that looks like it would make a lock.
All right, make some room.
All right.
Okay. What am I aiming for? Am I just rolling? I rolled. Holy shit, that's so good. That's the highest I can roll, 17.
Woohoo.
Nice. Okay. I say with that, you push in here.
No, your mic, Matt.
So you push here, and you hear this rip of wood, like something comes undone. You fall into this next room. As you do, a few things here. So Zav, you come into this room where the walls are wallpapered in pink and white, and there's a bed covered in dolls. Get this up for you.
Is this the doll room?
Those of you in the other room, you see a woman behind you.
Ooh.
Half her face is missing. She carries a doll in her hand. Nayland,
Yeah.
you recognize it as the doll looking like the smiling man. And she screams, "Get out! Get away from my little loves!"
Nayland leaves the doll room.
You're not in the doll room, you're in the cat room.
Oh. Okay,
So-
Nayland backs up.
So do you want to run into the doll room?
No, I do what she says, is what I'm saying.
Right. Okay, so you run into
Her
the doll
little
room.
her little loves are the cats.
Oh, I was misunderstanding. I thought her little loves were the dolls.
Yeah, looking in her, you see the part where her face is missing is hollow, and moths fly out of it.
Don't try to grab anything out of her mouth, please.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, I do what she says, so I go into the doll room. I don't do anything.
Do what she says. Zav's already in there. Anybody else?
Kelly was, I think, going in because that's where Lies was rushing in.
Same,
Okay.
I'm running in.
Well, they had to step back and Zeph had to push it through, but cool. I will show you a picture of the woman that you see. As you rush out and shut the door, she doesn't seem to pursue.
Did she have that knife in hand?
She had something behind her back.
Oh,
Where did Penelope say to go to find the Smiley Man?
She said the smiling man. You stay with if you want to stay here, you find the smiling man.
that was the child's voice in the radio that said that. What do you talk about, Kelly? About Penelope saying to find the smiling man?
I thought she was the radio.
No, Penelope was somebody we read about.
I think we were, because when we asked the gargoyle where Penelope was, it gestured all around as if the house was Penelope. So we thought this section of the house could be Penelope, which might have been speaking through the radio.
I think we're thinking the kid is Penelope.
Well, I want to start looking at these dolls.
Okay.
Do any of them look like us?
Right. Okay, so start looking. Just give me 1 second so I can give you the picture of this being in the Discord into the darkest house.
Cool. I wanted to look again.
So. Alright. So, continuing here, a high shelf runs the perimeter of the room, and it's loaded with more ceramic and plastic face dolls. A white wooden dresser with drawers is likewise covered in various dolls. Are they staring at you as they come in, or is it just your imagination?
Right. So
You look at the dolls. Go ahead and give me a search check. So search rating 5.
search rating 5. That's 2d6. Ooh. Or 3
Plus house die.
2d6 and house die.
Okay. Wait, let me see if I have anything for this real quick before I roll this. Investigating, I have a 4. Does that count?
Yeah.
So that just means that I get an overall rating of 4. Is that right?
Yeah. So you get the 2d6 plus 4 instead of 3.
All right. Oh, nice. 12. House die is the lowest.
Nice.
Looking carefully. Doesn't look like any of them resemble you. However, two of the dolls have had their heads switched. One of the same 2 dolls bears the arm of a third, and that third doll has the other doll's arms.
Maybe we're supposed to fix the dolls. Kelly will kind of take the 3 dolls and put them on the bed, and she's going to see if she can switch out the arms.
Okay. So you fix the arms.
Okay. Then I will switch the heads.
You come together with this sturdy, hard plastic and wood girl in a dark blue dress.
Okay.
And you hold, and the head jerks towards you.
Oh. Hi.
No response.
What's your name? My name is Kelly.
No response.
As she's Penelope.
Are you Penelope?
No response.
Ask your gargoyle that question.
Excuse me, Gargoyle. Where's Penelope?
Gargoyle gestures generally.
Would you like to go on the shelf, or do you want to be on the bed?
So it leaps from your arms,
Oh.
quickly climbs upon the shelf,
Oh. Okay.
and then it leaps off,
Oh.
lands, and climbs on the bed and looks at you.
Oh. I see. I think it's going where we asked them to go. Would you like a name? Oh, I guess you can't answer that.
It nods.
Oh. Okay. I'll call you Esther.
Just a slight movement of its head.
All right.
So
Would you like?
Go ahead.
Oh.
Well, I guess as you switched it open,
Mhm.
as you found these things, cool. I put some of these. Okay, I'll put this in session notes then. You were able to find, in addition, a piece of paper that seems old and worn. That was folded up amongst the dolls. So I'll get to you here.
Okay.
In Discord.
Oh, okay. Time for some note reading. All right. So it says it's handwritten and looks like a young girl's hand. Dearest Pin, looks like we're in for another dreary summer. I've always hated all the boys who come around here after school's out. Their silly games are boring, not like the fun we had in your house last autumn. Pin, like Penelope. Interesting. Remember when we climbed down the trellis outside your window and then out over your garden wall? I almost got us caught by your father because I couldn't stop laughing. What I remember most, though, is when we would go up into your attic and call out the names we found in that book. They were very funny and hard to say, especially because we were laughing so much. And then that time when you were holding the book over one of the candles and it caught fire? The funny thing is, I don't remember us lighting the candles, do you? Anyway, I thought your father was going to be so mad, but the book wasn't even really burned or anything. We got lucky that once. Your father always scared me a little. Did I ever tell you that? I'm still so very sorry about what happened to your brother. You must miss him so much. My family got a dog. His name is Whiskers. He is so cute, but very smelly sometimes. And I'm afraid the cats don't care for him very much either. Compared to them, he's quite loud. How is your cat? I know you said your parents don't like dogs, especially your father. Maybe if you ask them again, with everything that's happened, a puppy might make you very happy. I wish you could be happy, Pen. You're my very best friend. I miss you. Please write back when you can. Love, Lavilla. There is so much to unpack there. There are cats in that room, no dogs. But we did see a puppy outside, didn't we? We saw the dog with the axe guy.
Mm-hmm.
But the father doesn't like dogs.
Hey, Nayland, ask the gargoyle where Lavilla is.
Yeah.
And we also did all of the paintings of the Mater and Pater. They all have the dogs, the 6 dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me, Gargoyle. Where's Lavilla?
Doesn't move.
Okay,
At
not in
least
the
it's not the
house.
girl in the room.
Okay.
All right.
Do you think that?
From reading this, there is a window in this room.
Oh, the trellis. What did it say about the trellis? We would climb down the trellis outside your window and then out over your garden wall. Your father almost caught us, but I couldn't stop laughing. It says laughing a lot in here, like smiles. Interesting. And have we seen any reference to whiskers?
I don't think so.
Okay, let's check the window for a trellis. Esther, do you know where the trellis is?
Ducks his head and scurries to the window and knocks on it.
Okay. So Kelly's going to go up to that window just to kind of look out, to see if anything's out there first.
Look out. You look down into an overgrown garden.
Okay.
With ivy and moss everywhere, wet with cold dew. And you can see it looks like there's a door below. The sky is black. There's a cast iron pan, and there's a gibbous red moon high upon the horizon.
I'm a little worried that the father's out there.
Me too.
You can't see there's a trellis that you could climb down.
But I do think we need to take that trellis.
Do you think that we should try and sleep here?
In the room?
We were told the doll room was safe.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's not a bad idea at all. Oh. Yeah, especially if we're going to go outside. I would rather at least try to sleep a little.
I could
Seems like the
use
safest
it.
place we've found so far.
Is there a way to replace the mechanism or whatever that was blocking the door that we had to break to come in?
Could probably spend some time. It looks like it was a deadbolt.
Yeah, and Biff, here's that locket if you want to take a look at it.
Thank you. I'll begin looking at it now, trying to see what it does.
Biff, aren't locks your thing?
Oh, what, my thing? Sorry.
Locks. Couldn't you fix this?
I
Since
can
we're spending
try.
the night anyways, you can
Yeah,
check
no,
out the locket after the fact. Once we're actually boxed in.
Yeah.
then yeah, I can try to fix it.
It's easy enough. Spending time with the locket, you begin moving it around and it becomes the rough shape of a key.
That is so
Maybe
cool.
you guys.
Did he just Rubik's Cube that locket into a key?
Yep.
Lock it.
Did I manage to fix the lock on the door, or can I try to fix the lock on the door?
Yeah, he said you did.
Yeah, it's it's
You're an
really-
artificer.
Yeah, like you've got a screwdriver. Like it's not that big. It's a little bulk. It's not this.
I assumed as much. I just wanted to make sure.
I got to do that.
Is locket being used more of almost like a pun then, or does it also seem like it contains something?
Please don't use that in the air.
It seemed to like move around and be something that like it opened, but it was
Got it, okay.
happened to move. So it was a locket, but it just had
I see.
it was what it was, and it was a locket lock.
Gotcha.
Lies, do you want to share the bed?
Lias has crawled under the bed since she's been in the room and has fallen asleep.
Oh, no.
and has
Does Lice
fallen
sleep?
asleep.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
Just meditating.
She's
Doesn't
trying. Well, I
have
mean,
to, but
she's
chose
trying
to in this
to.
instance.
She's not. She doesn't have to, but she's trying to.
She's like under the bed,
A
just
lot's
like
going
looking
on.
down.
A lot's going on in her mind right now from the whole Kelly thing, and then also telling everybody what's really going on with her. So, yes.
Lies?
What?
Are you okay?
What?
Are you okay, Lies?
I'm just under the bed.
Do you want to sleep on top of the bed?
You're on top of the bed. I can feel you on top of the bed.
Yeah.
Are you calling Kelly fat?
No.
Okay.
I'm okay.
Okay. I think Liza's mad at me. I don't know why.
I can still hear you.
Oh. Liza, are you mad at me?
No.
Liza, are you ticklish?
I've never been tickled.
It's
Then
not as
just gonna
fun
try to
as it
tickle
sounds.
Liza.
He. That feels weird. Stop it.
Kelly's
Brothers.
gonna lie down.
I once read somewhere that laughter is the best medicine, so I tried.
That's exactly how it would go down between Shura and I. It's all fun and games until it's absolutely not.
Neelan is gonna go up to Sparkle and sort of like sit down next to where Sparkle is. Hey. Okay, maybe he doesn't want to talk. I'll just,
Sorry, I was muted. I forgot I muted because I got up out of my chair. Sparkle's sitting. He's like, "Hi," and he's looking up, and you can see him sitting. He's like drawing a picture of a cat. It is both really good, but also really bad. Like the face is like all like it's like a snarly cat, and its body is like, but everything's proportionate, and like, but it's like, it's very cartoony. And he's like, "Did you know that they say that saving the whiskers of your cats is supposed to bring you good luck? I wonder if the owner, that crazy lady, saves the whiskers of her cats."
that dog in the letter was also named Whiskers.
Yeah,
It's all connected.
that'd be really weird.
You know, when I was in the room with the smiling man, I also drew a lot. You know, and I was never really... I lost sometimes the thread of what I was drawing about, and I kind of forgot some things. But I do remember that I had a page with someone that looked like you on it, and all over the page I had written forgotten. And I don't really remember why, but I guess I just wanted to check on you after we went through that arch. And you kind of, well, I think we all kind of like forgot a lot of things and became nothing, and then maybe became something again. And well, I guess I just wanted to see if you were okay. Maybe that wouldn't have been good for you.
I think what hurt the most about going through that archway was like, I mean, the dying part was like boom, death, nothingness, and then not nothingness, but I think what hurt the most was realizing that I forgot everything, and then it all came back, and it's like, how can you forget everything so quickly? Is every death gonna be like that?
I don't know. I mean, can I be honest with you about something?
Mm-hmm.
All the times that I've gone unconscious in here, you know, since the room, it's been really nice to be nothing and to forget. And every time I wake up and I'm brought back and I remember, it just really stinks, you know? But I guess it's nice that you have a lot you want to remember.
I don't want to forget the good things. And the longer we stay in here, the harder it is to do that.
Well, when I was in the room, drawing really helped me. It looks like it's helping you too.
He draws like this really angry face on one of the cats that he's drawing. It's like, they were really mean cats, weren't they?
They did eat me, so I kind of have to agree.
Yeah. Sparkle's gonna draw a little hairball next to the cat.
I really like you, Sparkle. And, well, I'm glad I know you, and I'm glad I got to kind of meet you twice. And I hope I don't forget you.
I hope I don't forget you, too.
Naylin will take out one of her pens, and she'll draw a little sketch of Naylin and Sparkle hanging out.
Sparkle's gonna add sparkles around it because he only draws in green pen.
She'll kind of laugh and like add some things, maybe go back and forth and do a little picture together.
Hey, Lies. Are you awake?
Yes,
Hey.
most of the time.
Oh, yeah. You don't sleep.
Yeah.
So, I'm sitting here and I'm curious about something that's really kind of bothering me.
What is it?
Okay. So, who's your favorite character on 90210?
What is that?
It's a show. I thought you were from this world.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try a history tower. I guess I'm in the house, darkest house. Liza is going to try to think back using her past memories of this show called 90210. Because I lived in California, I guess so. I got a 9 plus my rating of. I'm not rating in this, so it would just be my overall, so 3. So 12.
Okay. Yeah, I see you vaguely remember some attractive people playing teenagers.
Was there a girl named Kelly on the show?
I don't know the show really well. I'm not.
Wait, maybe that's the actor. I think
I'm
there
pretty
was.
sure it's the actor. But just gonna go Kelly.
Yeah?
That's my favorite character.
Yeah, there is a Kelly. Yeah, there is.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so you like Kelly?
Yep.
That's cool.
What about you?
Probably Dylan. So, when you were growing up,
Uh-huh.
what did you want to be?
Which time?
Like, well, the parts that you remember.
A superhero,
Superhero.
and then a good daughter.
Wow.
But I don't really know if that was more what I wanted or what mother wanted.
That's cool.
What did you want to be?
Prom queen?
Did you ever get to be prom queen?
Yeah, I did.
So, anything else? I mean, you achieved that goal.
Yeah. Well, I guess after that, I didn't really know. So that just sort of led to me becoming a world-traveling detective of the mystical and crazy. This would be a lot easier to talk to you if I could actually see you.
Okay. And she'll crawl out from under the bed and lay right next to you.
So, Lights,
Am I mystical and crazy?
in the best way. So, just so you know, all that stuff you were talking about earlier, I think that's honestly, I think it's kind of normal. Like, of course, then again, I did grow up with parents who bent the rules to make sure I made it into the right schools and all.
But how could I have, after finding out what some of them said about me in my past life and then finding out what mother wanted me to do in this life, I mean, is it okay to be angry at both your sets of parents and not want to do what either of them wants?
Yeah, actually, I think it is. I mean, I definitely feel the same way about my parents. I mean, their perfect ideal version of me is running a city government. Please.
I know, the perfect ideal version of you is right in front of me.
I know, right? Why can't they see that?
I don't know.
I'm here saving the universe.
Exactly.
Leading one of the most covert operation teams ever devised, a secret organization.
Exactly. And Liza's secretly casting mending on the chain that Zav broke.
I love it.
So she's just totally agreeing with you to keep you talking right now. And she's just like,
That's easy. Just keep complimenting her and she'll.
Yep.
Jesus.
Oh
Life
Anyway,
ranged.
I'm gonna go to sleep now. So she just kind of lays down.
I'm assuming you lay down at the same time because otherwise it's gonna pull on the chain.
Yep, I do.
Yeah, Kelly will just assume it's the house.
And that's what I'm going to tell her when she asks.
That's so good.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Too funny.
I cannot. Okay, so so on this, for whatever reason, I'm having the hardest time going through here and finding the benefits of a good sleep.
I think last time we said we got to roll for healing or something like that.
Well, it's when you take just a regular rest.
That's the wrong thing.
Oh.
Here we
Well, I
go.
assume all our spells refresh on D&D at least.
Right, but I want to see specifically.
I don't know that they talked about it. It might
Yeah,
be
I
one of those,
don't-
like whatever's from your original system.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So as you go to sleep,
Oh crap! I got to roll. We're sleeping.
right. As you go to sleep, I need everyone, the house, invade your dreams. You
Oh.
see your friends dying. In Paris, you are filled with nightmares. This is rating 5. Attack. If you do not resist, you cannot sleep. Do not get the benefits.
Does this? Are we applying this to Liza and Nayland who don't sleep? They like meditate for 4 hours.
Yeah, any type of.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
What about, does this count as our boon from Careless?
Oh, careless.
Since it's
not interpersonal, no.
Yeah, that's fair. I was just kind of sounding it out of my head and it didn't make sense.
What was the rating, Matt?
So it's a rating 5 attack, so you've got 12 or higher.
Oh, joy.
Okay, I got exactly 12.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, no.
I got a 12.
Same.
My house dice is the highest. I rolled a 7.
My house die is also the highest, but I did get that 13. So
I got 12. My house die is also the highest.
I got a 13.
I got a 12, but my house die is not the highest. Would I have been able to have meditated to use my quickened healing before going to sleep? Because it's just an action. Normally.
You're muted.
I lost you.
Yeah, you lost it.
And then I also have a question about ice cream.
All
Because
right.
this is the first time we've gotten to rest
Okay.
with them.
So you can do the quickened healing.
Okay, cool.
All right. While we're doing this, let's take a quick break, then we'll come back.
Okay.
You got it.
Sounds good.
right. Time for us to return. We back?
I'm here.
Okay. So actually, let's check in on something. Does anyone not have a wound?
I do not have a wound after my heal.
I don't
It's
have
right, right before the heal. Okay, so Kelly did not have wounds. Okay. Cool.
Did you find a thing about resting?
No. So for the resting thing. Okay. So if you failed the rating 5, I need you to then do the damage resolution for it.
What's that mean?
That's a 1d6 minus your rating plus the wound.
Okay. 1d6 minus my rating, which is my overall rating. Okay. And then what do I add to it?
You subtract, 26 plus your rating minus the wind. So
Other way around.
So okay, so 26 minus your rating plus the wound. Sorry,
What's the wound?
5
5.
is the rating.
5. Okay. Okay.
What was the rating of the attack?
Is 5. Yeah.
Okay. So that's a level 7 wound.
Okay, so you don't get any benefits, and you get a rating 7 wound.
Okay.
Is that a second wound?
Yeah, because it's my second rating 7 wound.
Okay.
Well, if you had a wound, now you have to roll to see if you stay conscious.
Yeah. So now we have to see if you wake up in the morning, Biff.
I probably don't. I got a 8.
Okay.
And I need a house die too. 1 second. House die was tied for the highest.
So then it's fine.
Okay. Which means that now we need to see if you die.
Cool.
So you do another roll against your highest rated wound.
That's 7.
Mm-hmm. So which means you need a 12. Oh,
14.
sorry, add 7. Yeah, my bad. You need a 14 or higher, or you're done.
Oh, I got a 14.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Like, I know we said we're not actually dying here, and it's going to be just, like, extreme madness, especially when we go back to D&D, but I'm so glad you just rolled a 14. And we didn't have to even go into it.
I just got back. All I heard was death and 14. What happened?
I rolled 2 die. 1 fell off my table onto my carpet. I got a 5 on one of them, and I'm like, well, I need a 6. I rolled the other, and I got a 6.
Okay.
So Biff isn't dead.
Not dead, but he doesn't wake up in the morning.
Oh, Jesus. Do any of our wounds go away if we had wounds?
That was something I did want to ask because ice cream provides magical healing when I
Right.
sleep with them.
So I'd say from the pure mechanics of rest, you can take care of your lowest wound. If you have something like ice cream going, then you would take care of another wound.
All right. Well, I only have 1 wound right now, and it's the 11 that I can't heal from. But that's why I was asking about ice cream because it's magical.
Yeah.
I was a lot better off before I went to bed.
Sleeping in the house attacks you in your dreams.
I thought this was a safe room.
Me
It
too.
is safe.
We didn't get attacked by other things.
Relatively.
Relatively. Where was that in the radio message?
Didn't say sleep here, just said it was safe.
Sparkle wakes up refreshed. The best he's felt in the last 24 hours. She's like, Wow, I actually feel better, despite the fact I was dreaming of loneliness and sadness.
Yeah.
But
What I'll
altogether
tell
not
you
bad.
is, and you kind of saw this with the thing that appeared, no entity of the house can enter the room. So the different things you've encountered that have tried to hurt you, you don't think can come in here.
And the gargoyle I was able to bring in with me.
Correct, because not a.
It's an object that talks to you because you're insane.
Yeah.
Well, we had questions if it was like lying sometimes, but now maybe I like feel convinced that it has good intentions. Okay.
No, it's just it's not beneficial or negative. It's just it states things as they are.
Yeah, I think the thing with it tells you to go a direction. You'll probably find the thing in that direction. It's the shortest route, but that doesn't mean it's going to be easy or anything else. Like it's just
Or
the
safe.
function is this function is shortest route to your destination.
I still have a wound left, so can I roll like a regular like rest roll?
Have you
for
rolled
it?
against it before yet, or no?
I did, but then we slept, so I assumed the 24 hours would start again.
It's not 24 hours. It's just a rest. So
Okay.
it's 24 hours since you rolled last.
How would I keep time?
Yeah, just roll it.
Okay.
I realize I'm like I don't want to get that technical. What the hell am I talking about?
He started saying, and then was like, "No, I don't like where I'm going with this at all.
Nope.
Go ahead, make the roll."
I definitely didn't, so I'm just gonna use a cure wounds on myself.
Yeah, just hear yourself out loud sometimes.
Yeah.
No.
Kelly.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Kelly wakes up and she's like in tears and just. I am so sad, you guys. This is such a sad, happy feeling that I have inside.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi. It's good to be back.
Why are you so sad happy?
I had such a terrible dream. I dreamt that none of us were friends anymore. It made me really upset.
You know, your optimism, even in nightmares,
why you
is
tossed all night.
endearing.
I hope I didn't wake you, Lies.
No, I don't really sleep. I just lay there motionless, but you moved a lot.
I picture Kelly like having like squished her face, and I see the chain. Like, what the hell? I broke that.
No, the house put back together last night.
It's actually okay. I feel safer when I'm closer to Lies. It's our friendship, Mark.
Guys,
Liza's response time has me questioning, like how quickly and awkwardly Liza replied with that. Yeah, I absolutely know that you're bullshitting.
guys, Biff won't wake up.
What?
Yeah, he's
Yes.
breathing. He's breathing, but he won't wake up.
Okay. Okay, I've seen this before. We just have to say, I do believe in fairies. I do.
What?
I do. Yeah. We
Why
just have
would
to
you
clap
to
our
say
hands.
that? Fairies are real.
I know.
Okay.
Clap your hands. For
So I
Biff.
will say one thing as you all are sleeping. I wanted to do with Lies.
Ooh.
So, hey, Lies, brother's asleep here. Lies.
Hello again.
Yeah. Hey. Did you hear me?
Hi. Yeah, I hear you. Are you there? Where are you?
Interesting question. It's more like where you are.
I'm in a house.
Well, you're in my head, really, but it's fine.
I'm in a house in your head?
Yes.
Okay. How do I get out?
It's a whole catharsis thing, and it really depends upon, well, some other choices someone else is making. Don't worry about that right now.
What should I worry about?
Nothing. Well, actually, you should worry about almost everything in this house. The house hates you. That's what's important.
Good to know.
All right. However, if you help me, I can help you a little bit.
How can I help you?
Well, some things and decisions make for a better story. So if you help make this whole thing a little more interesting, it can make things go better for you.
What would you like me to do?
Well, say if people kind of like you, and just put them into things that if you were writing something, or let's say playing a game or something, make it fun.
I've never played a game. Mother didn't let me.
Yeah. Well, don't want to spoil too much.
I can make things fun though.
Yeah, just make things fun, interesting. Maybe, things that would go. This would be a lot more fun than a boring, straight up thing that would happen. So, can we do that?
It cut out for me, Matt. That part.
Oh, so I said, so can we do that?
No, the part before.
Oh. Just anything that makes talking to somebody, when you talk to somebody, just things that make it a little more interesting.
I can definitely try. What can I call you? Voice?
Just call me DM.
DM.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
100%. So you now have a boon to persuasion and deception.
Ooh.
Whenever you're interacting with a friendly humanoid and you're advancing the plot in a way that the GM feels is appropriate.
Cool. Back to what was going on. What do you mean Biff's not waking up?
Wake up,
I
Biff.
don't know.
Maybe if we slap him really hard.
No. Although. No.
What?
Maybe.
Last
Circle's having a really
slaps
hard
him,
time. Ooh.
but gives him a cure wounds. So.
All right. So Biff, you come to consciousness and your lowest one is healed.
They're both 7.
So pick a 7.
Biff, are you okay?
I
We'll give her now.
had a really bad dream. I felt like I slept on my back funny, but other than that, I feel fine now.
Well, we're all glad you're okay.
Yes, why is everyone standing around me?
Because we thought you were dead.
I assume I was in like a state like death at that point, so I wouldn't really have memory of dying.
You're just in a very, very deep sleep.
I have no idea.
No. Well then, I'm glad to see it. We woke up safe and sound then.
Okay, so you all think we should maybe take that trellis? What do you think?
Oh, that's a good point. What's it look like outside? Is it
Yeah.
dark?
Oh my gosh.
Outside, it's so dark. The gibbous moon is still up.
So normally I don't think that should be like that, right?
No, usually the moon does go to the sun eventually. And then it also changes phases.
Esther, why don't you climb in my backpack and you can help?
Well, should we maybe send Esther down the trellis first?
I don't want to hurt her. She's our friend.
Okay, fair enough.
I used to have a doll just like you, Esther. I can be your person now.
Sits there.
All right. I guess now that Liza and Ari are handcuffed, I was going to volunteer to go down myself first, but Liza, you want to come down with me? Okay.
Going down with you. Ring style.
Shouldn't we all travel together to not risk the house separating us?
Well, yeah, I figured we'd all go together, but one of us has to go up first. Well, two of us.
Before we climb out, can Aelin just quickly look at... I remember there's a dollhouse in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just investigate the dollhouse?
Yeah. It seems like a dollhouse.
Okay, great.
Oh, yeah.
Can I look at the interior of the dollhouse to see if... Sorry, Zeb, I didn't mean to cut you off. You go first.
No, you're fine. I just want to see if anywhere in this room the eager knife is.
It is not in the room.
Okay. That's my one goal.
Does the interior of the dollhouse by any chance look at all like the interior of the house we're in?
No, doesn't bear resemblance.
You should try the key on the dollhouse.
Oh.
I don't know if it'll work, but
Is there a keyhole in the dollhouse? I assume I can just open the dollhouse.
Yeah, you can just open it. You don't see anywhere where the key would fit.
Yeah.
It's a good thought, though.
That was a good thought. That would have been...
We haven't come across any locks that had like a heart on them, right?
no.
Not that I recall.
I don't
But
think
I
we
mean-
came across any locks we haven't been able to open that I can remember.
The armory lock was kind of in the middle of the air and nobody saw it, and the house kind of told me about it, so...
Yeah.
We got through a couple doors with knock rather than unlocking it.
But
Yeah.
we had the key, I think, also. That one time. Because then we went back and tried the key. We're like, yes, this does in fact lock and unlock this door.
The lady outside, because I'm just thinking of what Kelly just said about how, you used to have a doll. The lady outside was holding a doll that looked an awful lot like the Smiling Man. I wonder which one came first. Maybe Penelope had a friend or invented a friend that was a doll, and maybe that doll became a spirit that lives here.
Esther, is La Villa in here?
There's no response.
No.
Ask Esther if she's Penelope's doll.
Well, I think she only goes places, but I'll ask. Are you Penelope's doll, Esther?
No response.
I mean, I could ask her to take us to her, but I'm a little worried that we're going to lose her. So maybe after we get through this trellis area, because we're probably going to have to sneak, guys. It's going to be probably really scary out there. There's probably the father. He's probably running around with that giant weapon.
Wait a second. How are we going outside but still in the house?
I was wondering that too.
Well, it's like that other room where we saw in the kitchen, and we were able to look out the window, and we saw like this area with the dog.
Yeah,
But
but we
it's all in
can
the
go
house.
outside.
I think
Well,
the
what-
house has its own land that's letting us go on to.
I
We might
honestly
not-
think the house isn't a house. We've read a couple letters that were like that. I think the house just
fair.
kind of makes part of it look like a house.
Like a mind palace.
It's like a mimic.
What?
Are you saying the house is going to eat us now?
I'm saying the house has been eating us.
I was literally eaten.
Giant mimic.
Fully.
And what? We're just being digested in here?
We could already be dead. Could have been
I don't like that grin, Matt. We could already be dead.
Sparkle turns to Biff and shakes his ear. I've had about enough out of you with this
just
whole
pointing
dead
out
thing.
possibilities.
You know, if we kind of rearrange some of the letters, we could make voila out of La Villa. So, like, there it is.
And what is there? What is the it that is there?
Well, I mean, there you are, right? So, I don't know.
That doesn't sound particularly dumb, Kelly. That's actually a really smart idea.
Why wouldn't it be smart? Do people think I'm dumb?
Well, no.
Kelly, who's your favorite 9021 character?
It's a quick
Whoever yours is.
Mine's Kelly.
So is
You
mine.
said yours was Dylan.
Oh, did I?
Well,
I just narrows her eyes at you. The other one did.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Don't be. Out the window. Let's go.
Okay. Kelly starts toward the trellis.
Okay, so begin going down the trellis with Elias.
Yeah, because we're handcuffed.
Ring style.
Again.
Okay. So from what you can tell, they're making it down okay. Is everyone going down?
Yes.
I think Nayland will probably wait to go last, but her intent is to go down.
I was
yeah,
thinking
I
about
go
going
down.
next.
You all get down to the soft grass. And you see 6 flowers begin to bloom fully, brighter, and they rise out of the ground as they do, each revealing itself as the crest of a serpentine creature. Their mouths open with too many teeth, their face human-like, with dozens pairs of grasping, segmented arms moving towards all of you. Well, quickly, what do you want to do?
Are these yellow roaches? Roses?
Your color turns yellow.
Ooh.
Oh.
I want
Sparkle,
to
burn
get away
'em.
from them.
I'm gonna burn him!
There's a door here, but it's up to you. Because I mentioned before, there's a door.
In the letter before, because I'm trying to remember. I think in the letter it said that they went over the garden wall. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I think we need to go over that garden wall. And Kelly starts heading toward that garden wall.
Pulling Elias. Okay, so I'll say on your turn, I'm giving you all a turn here. You're and Eliza, you going with this?
Yes.
And Kelly, you quickly scramble up, launch yourself over the wall, and you land squarely right where you climbed up the garden wall back in.
So on the same side.
Mhm.
Crap.
So is now, Lies, what do you want to do?
Was that Kelly got stuck because of the chain, or like it?
No,
looked
you
like
saw
she
her
didn't-
go over the wall, and then you kind of saw her kind of land on the other side of the wall down.
So then she was facing us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, that's awkward. And I'll go to the door and try and open it.
It opens. Lies, I say you can have a thing too, because you kind of just went along with Kelly's.
So yeah, so Kelly's below me now and I'm on the wall.
Oh, so you both got over.
Okay, but we're on the same side that we left off.
Yes.
And Zab just opened the door. I'm going to send an Eldritch Blast at the roses.
Very good. Rating 5. Or 4 axioms. So, nope, 5. I was right the first time.
So that is a 8 plus 3. That's an 11.
No,
Hey,
not enough.
Yep.
Not
so it hits, but it looks like the vines and things off of it are scaled and hard, and just harmlessly explodes. So, Nayland.
I'll go through the door.
All right, we're through the door. Biff.
Can I try to grab a sample of the roses and put them in a vial and then run through the door? So that,
Challenge 5.
and no.
Okay, so yeah, I would say you're not quite in the door because of the time it took to fail that,
no problem.
but you're close. Sparkle.
I was going to like back my way to the door while going pew pew with my little firebolt.
I think easy enough. You got to get in there from the door. Sounds good.
Yeah, you didn't have to approach the thing to try to get a sample.
No,
Yeah.
I was just shooting it. Die, flowers!
What'd you get?
11, 12, 13, 14.
14. Okay, so that will do it. So, all right. So yeah, so now it's a D6. I think plus your rating minus 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's 4 plus my rating is 7 minus 5 is 2.
Okay, so 2 levels of wounds. Attack at one of the 6. Very good. And got everyone getting a turn. Then this would put Kellyanne Lies closest. So the arms are going to grasp around Lies, holding them up while the mouth comes down to bite. Rating 4.
I got an 11 to resist.
Okay, that'll do it. So you are able to kick off and allow Kelly's weight to pull you back down out of its grasp. These are 6 of them, yeah. So there's 5 more attacks to come.
Oh boy.
So ultimately, it's going to be another one at Lies, 2 at Kelly, and 2 at Biff.
Yeah, the second one gets me.
Okay, so you're going to have to resist this as a wound. So you have to do the damage as a wound of 6. Because as they bite in, poison moves through your body, and you feel like something's behind your eyes trying to push them out.
Oh boy.
Okay, so I rolled a 2 on the dice. So then I add the 2 for the damage.
You add the rating of the wound minus your rating.
Okay, so 2 plus 6 minus 3.
Yeah.
So 8. So 5. Gotcha.
You should get a rating 5.
Or yeah, I guess the rating of the damage plus what you rolled.
Okay, so then 2 of these rating 4 attacks at Kelly and Biff.
What do I roll again?
I got a 13 and a 15, so I think I got both.
Yep, you're good for both. You roll your resist, so it's a regular standard roll. trying to beat here an 11.
All right. First one. Where's my sheet? 8.
Okay.
So what's that do?
So that is you have to. It's a damage. It's a damage of 6 wound. So you have to do your 1d6
Okay.
minus your rating plus the 6.
Oh God. Yeah, that's another 7. I'm down. So the other one is an automatic something.
Well, yeah, I would say you go down because it doesn't really deal in that. So we'll just negate that. Well, you say you're down. You have
Yeah.
to roll to see if you're down.
Oh, how do I
So
do
what's
that?
what's your highest wound?
7.
7. So now you have to go 2d6 plus rating to get a 14.
2d6 plus rating. It's not looking good. I need to roll one more. Oh no. So I tied with the darkest house. Let's see. So plus rating is a 7.
Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah. So you are unconscious. All right. Now everyone can have their turn again.
Blaze goes into straight panic attack. Because I guess, Matt, what do I feel like since I just witnessed Kelly now? This all happened to her. Like, is she alive still? Or like, how are we going
I
to
think she's alive.
Yeah.
Okay, so
She's
I could like
unconscious.
put a cure wound.
We have,
well, I
we
mean,
have
I
a
could
minute
put
to heal her. If she dies.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so
I'm
you have a
going to-
minute, so you can get out of here and do it. You don't know if this room is safer or not, but if you want to try to get into the house, you can.
What's
Yeah,
their
I think
movement like if I'm a dead weight?
In a turn, you can kind of move in or out most
Okay.
areas. It's
I'm going to drag Kelly with me, and as I do, I'm going to put a cure wounds into her.
yeah, fair enough.
I'll just
So-
try to shoot my lightning launcher back before fleeing, just to give them a little bit of cover.
I like that. Yeah,
What room did I run into? Since I
I'll
was the
tell
first
you.
one in.
yeah. We'll get there.
Kelly, you can't die on me.
Am I back? What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I
Shoot-
kind of.
shoot back. Well, roll. Can I get Biff's attack?
Yes.
111.
No. I got a 6.
Okay, so that misses, and you quickly come in. To a quiet and still room, though surprisingly lived in, it seems. A polished wood, floor pure spotless, and the walls bear dark green wallpaper with brown wooden wainscoting. Large wooden double doors are locked with dark windows on either side. A small table is pushed up against the wall. The only thing on it are a small ring of keys, and with one note written upon it that says, "They steal what we see." Pinned to the door is a note that says, "Don't answer the door."
None of that is hopeful to me. I was looking for an axe or something. Weed repel.
You can see beyond the scratched wallpaper, there is something scratched into the wall and written.
Weed killer.
The wheel of blood turns. We kill, we eat, the blood nourishes us. From that blood comes new life. We are the wheel of blood. The house has 5 occupants, but 1 is secret. Each has their portion of the house. The wheel of blood and the names of the 4 lead you to the secret 5th. Well, there's mother, father, brother, sister. Is the 5th Penelope?
It has to be.
We all in
Well,
this room?
There,
Okay.
there's also
So we were
that
able to close the door. Good.
when we read that thing from the guy, he said that he saw his picture in the family portrait. Remember?
Plus, we'll get the 5th name when we get all the others.
Because
Probably the name of one of the people that's already listed here.
I just remember very distinctly he said that he looked at a portrait and every now and then he could swear that he saw himself in the frame with the family.
Is that them knocking on the door?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, what's going on?
Don't answer that.
Let's go answer it.
I grab you by the back of your jacket and I pull you back.
It could be a
What
friend.
did I just say?
A stranger is a friend you haven't met yet.
Not in a house that's trying to kill you.
But who warned us about that? The house warned us, right? Not to
The
answer
note
it.
on that wall.
If we're going to trust this writing on the wall, then we can't rule out trusting the other writings on the wall. If we're going to read this note, we have to read those notes and take them both seriously. I think that's the only logical way to do it.
I think we keep getting caught up on the paintings. What if the people is the smiling man, the thing we saw in the armory, the curator of the gallery? What if those are the 5 or part of the 5?
Who's there?
But each of those people don't have their own occupants of the house, I don't think. We have to look at who we've seen in each part of the house.
We've seen those people in different parts of the house.
But they were all on the same floor. The smiling man, the art curator, and the smiling man, weren't they?
No.
The knocking stops.
I missed it.
Shucks.
What if it was Penelope? What if it's somebody who needs our help? We're the Blue Rose. Have you all
We
forgotten
know
who
when-
we are?
Is there a peephole at the door? On the door?
There's not.
We've come to a different part of the house, I feel. So I'm going to put down the gargoyle and I'm going to say, excuse me, gargoyle, where is Penelope?
Gestures all around.
Okay.
Actually, I'm sorry. So where's Penelope? Let me double check something. In that case, it's going to point outside.
All right, so we've left Penelope, which had a portion of the house.
With the flowers?
Outside which way? Outside behind us or outside
Behind
door
you.
that- Okay.
The door you came in.
We have to go back out there.
Why?
It's where
Penelope's out there.
Well, I think Penelope is just a portion of the house, no?
I don't know.
I think Nayland's right. I mean, every time we're over there, it points all around us.
Wait a minute. I have a Walkman.
Because think about it, we have to
Yeah.
learn the 5. Sorry, wait, Jack, I just completely get you off. My computer's a little laggy.
Go ahead.
Just to be clear too, the door that was being knocked on was from the garden, and that's where the note was.
Right.
Oh, not
There's
the
another
wooden doors.
door out of here.
Got it.
I was gonna say is It says in the note that there are 5 occupants, but one is secret. Maybe the occupants, and we have to figure out the names. Maybe the names each portion of the house. Penelope was the first portion.
How many floors were there in that elevator? 5? 6. Okay. Well, what I was going to say is I have a Walkman, and I'm wondering if I can tune into Penelope. So Kelly's going to take out her Walkman and put on the headphones and see if she can find a frequency where Penelope is talking.
Let's see. So, wait a moment. You turn and you hear or die here.
Did you say don't or die here?
Die, you will die here.
Die, you will die here. I don't think that was Penelope.
You begin to hear creaking footsteps.
Oh, I hear something. It sounds like someone's getting closer.
Suddenly, you know something is searching for you.
Okay. I'm gonna turn off this one now. That's kind of creepy. She turns it off.
If we think about the pictures of the Mater Pater, whatever, they all had discs in the back. Maybe those are wheels. And it depicted a bunch of dogs coming and killing a stag, and then the stag growing a new tree. Is that the we kill, we eat, the blood nourishes us, from the blood comes new life. We are the wheel of blood.
Oh. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay. Okay, so maybe we just finished with Sister's portion of the house when we were in that doll room. I wonder if every portion of the house has a safe room.
That sure would be nice. We have been hunted, you could say, by Father before. Do the footsteps sound like Father?
Now you've been in other rooms, I would say this sounds like the one you've identified as brother.
Cool. Okay.
Or frater.
And that was the shadow one.
Yes.
Okay. Do we think we're back in the brother part of the room then? I mean the house?
More than likely.
Oh, we don't know his name yet, do we?
Mm-mm.
This is weird.
Have we even asked the gargoyle about brother?
Ask the gargoyles. Yeah, where's brother?
I do that. Excuse me, gargoyle. Where is frater?
They gesture all around.
Ding.
In that case, do we think Penelope was the sister?
Probably.
I do think we actually asked, and they gestured all around for Sorer when we were in the Penelope part. That I remember.
Naylin vanishes.
Jesus! Not again! Come on!
With the gargoyle.
Oh.
Naylin!
She's always doing this.
These Irish goodbyes are getting ridiculous.
I check on Esther.
Aelin, you find yourself in a grand room with stirring, curving staircases up to a balcony where you can see a door. Sconces on the wall provide medium illumination. The tiles of the floor here cause an intricate geometric pattern. An archway in the lower level gives access to a blue corridor. The window shows a nighttime rainstorm outside. There are multiple small tables against the walls, all around the large room, each holding a vase with orchids.
Do I have the gargoyle?
You do.
I ask it, where is Kelly?
Interesting. I'm going to need a second here.
Time to follow the map.
What do you want to do here? Yeah.
Oh. Oh, wooden double doors.
Yeah. Okay. So where is Kelly is the question. And okay.
Is that a briefcase on the floor? Sorry to interrupt you looking for Kelly. I'll let you finish that.
Okay. They point to an archway to your right.
Well, I don't like arches. Okay, I pocket that information. Oh, I say, where is Frater?
There's Frater. To the doorway to your right.
Okay, sounds good. Third question, where is the elevator?
Interessante. I would say to that same door it points.
Okay, and now I look at that little bag on the floor. If that's a little bag on the floor.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. The map's a little interesting. We're gonna go with what I told you before. All right. Very fun. All right. So with that, the bag, you look to the bag, and you open it up. You find a key. A gold pocket watch.
Ooh.
Tincture of oil that I'm going to tell you will heal 1 wound. You find a note. You find a pocket knife. A handgun. Fully loaded with 8 rounds. And a business card.
Ooh.
For Philip Harlock.
Got it. That's sick as hell. Is this the pocket watch I lost?
No.
Whoa. New pocket watch. Okay. And the key. Just a key.
I mean, looks like a key.
Okay. Alrighty. If only Kelly were here.
Okay. I think with that, we might get to the letters, but everybody else, Nayland does not return. There's no moment where that seems to happen.
Esther.
What was she saying just before she disappeared?
She asked where father was. Esther, can you take us to Nayland?
It doesn't possess this ability.
Is that what it says?
No, I'm just letting you know. It does nothing.
Can you take us to father?
Doesn't seem to be able to. Huh. It needs more concrete directions.
She said something else. She said Storer. That was
like 20 minutes ago. I can't remember.
Is that Jackie saying I can't remember? Or Kelly? Or yes?
It was half an hour ago. I don't know. I don't remember what this.
It was 5 minutes.
I know. Game time, it was a couple of seconds, but my brain is like, it's like 20 minutes ago. What do you want me to do?
It was 5 minutes in
Doesn't matter.
Actual time.
Doesn't matter. My brain ain't,
like
ain't
real
having it.
Lifetime was
My brain's not having it.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, she said she wanted to know where Father was, and then she said something about
Sorer.
Sorer, yeah,
Sister
Sorer.
one. And what are the other What are the other ones? Pater and Mater.
Mm-hmm.
Zav vanishes.
Oh,
well,
Bye. Anyone else gonna say names? We all just gonna vanish.
No, you remember that's what they said. They had the book with all the names in it, and they just kept saying the names, and then they started laughing, and then there was a candle, and then the candle just made the book burn, but they didn't remember lighting the candles.
Okay.
So start saying names. Moonchild. Mater. Father. Otter.
Water.
Water. Saucer. Sophia.
Sorter.
Horror. Sorrow. I don't. The smart people are gone. I don't know.
Biff standing right there.
Sparkle, you're the smartest one here. What did they say?
Sparkle's just gonna start listing off the words, starting from Mater, Potter, Frater, Sorer.
Sparker vanishes.
Oh, you have to say all of them. I don't remember half of them now.
Mater, Potter, Potter, Sorer.
Lies vanishes without Kelly.
Whoa!
It's Mater, Pater, Sor.
It vanishes.
No.
What if it matters what order we say the names and we've all just teleported ourselves to different parts of the house?
Potter. Oh God. Water. Solder. Hotter. Mutter.
Please tell me Dark Kelly yells at this Kelly in her head.
Mutter. Oh no.
Kelly vanishes because I think it's in the last 20 minutes of set off.
She's still not managed to get right.
That's Matt saying, we're moving on.
And you see Nayland going through. Max, you're all in this room.
Yeah! Stop running away!
Oh God!
Where'd you get that?
Sorry.
I fully put my hands up because Eberron has guns. It's like, whoa!
Well,
this is the second gun you found.
Where's the handcuffs?
Yeah, but the first one I had, and I passed it on.
Sparkle aims a finger gun at you too.
Kelly, the handcuff is in you and hanging out of you limp.
Oh, come on.
But and lies, your skin now kind of hangs loose because it's exited your skin.
That's sick.
Gross.
Well, your skin really exited it. It was kind of this weird thing. But
Yeah, Liza's all skin and bones.
Great, you're here. I found Philip's bag, I think. And I'll
Well,
show them what's inside.
This isn't. I mean, I'm glad we're all back together, but this isn't great. At least we had a room that we could go to that was relatively safe. Now we have no idea where we are again.
Well, just through that archway is back where we came from. I asked the gargoyle. Don't worry about it.
Did you ask whose part of the house we're in?
No. I just know it wasn't Frater's anymore.
Then
Okay.
is it-
I will ask the gargoyle. Oh, if I... Well,
Name
I don't
by
know that
name.
it was... But I don't know. I wasn't there for that discovery.
Oh.
Excuse me, gargoyle. Where is Pater?
it'll point to a door.
Mater?
Oh.
Points to a door.
Wait, how many doors are in this room?
These are all going to end up pointing to the same door, I believe.
Oh, okay.
And Sorer.
Points to that door.
Or out of all of those. This must be maybe the secret fifth part of the house?
Oh, it did say something about finding the 4 leads you to the 5th.
Oh.
Mm.
So saying the 4 takes us here?
So,
Well, the sisters did say they would go went up. Our Pen and her friend went up to the attic and said those names and started laughing.
Yep.
so I guess let's just check this door. Or these doors, unless you found something else.
Well, I found these notes. I found Philip's bag. It has a business card. He was some sort of, like, magic specialist.
What do
And,
the notes say?
well, they're long, and I don't read English. Can I read these notes?
I think you can.
Yeah,
in
actually,
the house, we've all been
in the
able to read.
house, they are in your language and everything. It's your the ability.
Okay,
So if you want to read out loud, there, Nayland, you can.
sure. They're from August 31st, so... and also there was a note at the top, clearly written later, so I'll get to that next. But the text says, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Something about the orchids. There are orchids in this room. I think I wrote myself a note about it, but where did I put the damn note? Well, I know how to leave the house now. I know there's a man who stands at the threshold, or rather, he is the threshold. He is the lock and the door. A key that I found opens up his chest and will let me out. The key is behind the bar in the ballroom. He let me create a second lock in his head that takes me to the secret room in my study. Okay. None of these rooms are what I remember them to be. It's all just so odd. And the people that live here now, the entities, thought I lived alone, but now it seems that the house is actually quite crowded. I've made note of some of them here and there, but not sure where I put all those notes now. Maybe they're with the other notes I'm missing. I honestly can't remember. Yesterday, I entered the Lacuna. I saw the creation of the house, or rather, how my house was fused with something that already existed. And now my house, the darkest house, has always existed. But it's also other houses, ones that were never mine. It's hard to put it all together, so many pieces. Now I know if I can just get back there, I can figure things out. Except I can't. Today, I can't find any of the familiar rooms. Not even my real bedroom. Just the new, larger one I've been using for the last few weeks now. I can't figure out how to get back down into the basement. I need to start writing things down so I don't forget goddamn everything. There's a stop at the elevator that makes what? There's a stop that the elevator makes, not all the way at the bottom. That's not the basement. I don't know what that thing down there is, although it clearly knows me. That seems significant somehow, but nothing will get to me ever. No, nothing will get me to ever go. Sorry, the handwriting on this note is hard. Nothing will get me to ever go back down there. Just before the elevator reaches the bottom, though, there's a series of rooms. I think I shall explore them. Perhaps there I will find a way back to the familiar rooms of the house. I can leave the house, but when I come back in, things quickly become unfamiliar. Where's the kitchen? The sitting room? I can't find them anymore. If I can just get to the basement, scratched out, the real basement, I can find the lacuna and maybe even the antinomy. Antinomy? And then there was a note at the top that he wrote later, I think, that says, found this on the kitchen floor, dated at the end of the month. Looks like what I would write, or maybe will write. Definitely torn from my journal, but I hold that intact journal in my hands. Makes no sense.
Well, let's find this Lacuna Matata and figure out how to solve it.
So there's weird timey-wimey stuff going on in this house, too.
Have we seen a ballroom from the elevator?
Good question.
Was the ballroom where the piano was?
Great question.
No, you found a piano in like a music room.
Okay.
And you did not get to a ballroom from, or like the elevator itself did not go to a ballroom.
Yeah, okay. And the doorman leaves the house in his chest, but his head opens to the secret room in Philip's study. Is that not the room that we would find in the bookcase that we didn't go into?
Possibly.
Or that's the library? That's not the study.
I mean, what's the difference? You can have a library in your study, and there was only one desk.
I mean, that's fair, but I feel like the house is pretty iconic with its names.
Did we ever ask if that was the library or
Yeah.
the study?
Well, I think we've used the word library before.
Okay.
Okay, I mean, can I examine the orchids?
Certainly. Look into orchids. They're orchids. There's a closet down here, and then there's the stairs that go up to another door.
The pocket knife from this bag. Does it have like an engraving that says eager or something?
The what?
The pocket.
knife?
I think there was a pocket knife in here, I think.
It does not have an engraving, though.
Okay.
Do you think that the gargoyle could identify items and not just rooms and people?
No,
think we
we
tried
asked
that.
it. Yeah.
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 What about your friend Esther there?
What about her?
Maybe she can tell us if this is the. What if you tell her to go grab the eager knife?
Yeah. Esther, can you grab the eager knife?
Doesn't move.
I don't think she works in this part of the house. For instance, let me try something. And I look around the room. So a piece of furniture in this room. Give me something.
The little tables that the orchids are on.
Okay. Esther, can you go over to the table?
Goes.
Oh, she does work.
Yeah. So I think what Kelly gets is she doesn't have any knowledge.
She just can go places.
Right. So if you
Okay.
say go there, you I go right there.
Okay.
But the idea of eager knife, like she's really know what the eager knife is, wouldn't know where it is. The gargoyle seems to know where things are, right? Or where
Right.
people are and names. So
Okay.
this is a thing that will do something you ask.
Okay. So Esther, come on back. Get back to the backpack.
What's the extent of what she can do? See if she'll knock over one of the orchids.
Well, I think she can go places. She can't interact with things.
Well, if you don't try, you won't know.
Tell her to attack me.
No.
Just try
There's
it.
a perfectly good orchid that can be knocked over right there. Why are we attacking each other?
It's a
Fine.
doll.
Esther, can you knock over the orchid?
Leaps off, climbs on the table, knocks it over.
Oh,
Ooh.
Esther, I didn't know you had it in you. Okay,
She
that
can
changes.
attack at level 3.
Whoa.
Oh, I get a familiar. Doll familiar for D&D. Can't wait.
Oh my god. You better not end up with another menagerie.
I am just gonna ask just to see. I'm gonna ask my gargoyle. Excuse me, gargoyle? Where is 237 Carpenter Lane in Clive Flanagan?
It does not gesture.
Okay.
One thing, and this is just because again some stuff happened. You investigated. There were keys on a table in the foyer.
Oh,
Would
true
you
that.
have grabbed them? Would you feel like now our characters ignored them just because they ignored them?
Keys on a table, did you say?
The ring of keys.
In the foyer, there was a key ring with keys.
Oh, then yeah, because we've been collecting keys.
Correct. That's what I just wanted to. So you have a ring with 6 keys on it.
Okay.
They're not labeled, but you do. So you can add that to some of the stuff you have.
Is there anything else that we see in here? Because I can't remember what Nayland saw.
Yeah, and the keys weren't in here. They were in the room you came from.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just wanted
Okay.
to make sure. I didn't want to.
I got you.
Be fair.
But now we know it's called the foyer.
Oh, you do. Let it loose.
Gargoyle.
That's actually the second foyer. The first one was the one that looked like the Japanese foyer, right?
I don't know if that was a foyer. He just
I
said
thought
the
that's
Japanese
how it was described.
styled room.
Described it as a Japanese styled room, styled foyer or drawing room. But yeah. So looking here, I'll put the picture back up. But it's a grand room with curving staircases up to a balcony where you can see a door. There's sconces on the walls that provide medium illumination. Tiles of the floor here create an intricate geometric pattern. An archway on the lower level gives access to a blue corridor. You can see the windows show a nighttime rainstorm, at least from what you can see from where you're standing. And there's small tables against the walls all around the large room, each one holding one vase with orchids.
Well, no point in us just standing around. Let's start exploring this section.
There is a closet here as well.
I want to look in the closet.
I am also just going to. Nayland approaches Biff, and she's going to give him the healing oil, which he can use if he likes. And also, Biff, if you want to hang on to this, I feel like this is more up your alley, and she'll give you the pocket watch just to hang on to.
Cool. I'll take both. I'm not gonna drink the potion yet, though.
Okay. Yeah.
Opening the closet, it's filled with a bunch of heavy coats, some scarves, hats, gloves, umbrellas, and galoshes.
As I look at stuff, I'm literally just like throwing it out behind of the closet behind me. The things that Sparkle would specifically like catch his eye is like little tiny knick-knack things, like specific like shiny buttons, things that might be green, weird engravings, that kind of stuff. Those are the only things he would care about, or like a key, like keys, or like marbles, trinkety stuff.
You don't see anything like that.
Well, guys, there's nothing interesting in here.
Nayland's just going to take one of the orchids out of the vases and keep it in the bag that she has, Philip's bag.
Okay.
For what purpose are you taking that flower with you?
Well, Philip's note said that there was something he wanted to remember about the orchid, but he couldn't. Maybe we'll need it later.
Fair enough. I'm gonna check the lock on the double doors since nobody else seemed to care about the closet.
All right. It's a heavy wooden door, and it can open up at the top of the staircase.
Oh, I was talking about the double doors on the.
That's the closet.
Oh, that's the closet. Okay, gotcha. Jesus, double doors for a closet. Wow.
Interesting. Anything interesting in that closet?
Sparker just went through the closet. And
Oh, sorry.
I can't tell if Jackie's joking or if this is playing Kelly. Like,
Just playing Kelly. Yeah.
there's some galoshes in there if you want them.
Sure.
The decal on the floor doesn't seem special at all.
Nothing you can discern right now.
Cool. It doesn't look like a wheel of blood, maybe?
No.
Okay. Great. Okay, do we want to go up or do we want to try and go back through the arch? That's where the other sections of the house seem to be.
I mean, we don't even know where we are, so.
I say we check the new territory because if we can at least somewhat map it or get names of things, the more your gargoyle will be able to tell us where things are.
Yeah, I agree. That's a really good plan.
So
Right to
go
the
up.
door at the top.
Mhm.
A heavy wood door. And as you push forward into this room, you hear ticking. Tick, tick, tick. And we'll end there for tonight.
Oh, Matthew.
All right, and watch it. And thank you so much. And we'll get back to the darkest house next week. See you then.